Hi friends, welcome. How are you doing? Today I'm going to share with you the golden nuggets of one of the greatest audios in the world, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Okay, you all know about this audio and I'm going to decipher all the golden nuggets, all the best points, all the biggest concepts in The Strangest Secret in the world by Earl Nightingale in a presentation format. So stick around with me in this video till the very end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to decipher all the golden nuggets in a presentation format, take you through them, and at the end of the video I'm going to give this away free to you as a PDF format if you stay on with me till the end of the video. Okay, so here it is, The Strangest Secret in the World by Earl Nightingale. Just stay along as I take you on that journey of the golden nuggets of the strangest secret in the world. Thank you. Hi guys, Namaste, Manish here. So we are starting on the journey of the golden nuggets, learnings of the strangest secret in the world. Now what I want all of you to do is basically take a lot of notes. This is an amazing presentation. You will get the presentation if you stick with me at the end of the presentation video. But what I want is to take notes, because when you write them down, you sub-vocalize them and the points will go into your subconscious mind. The whole idea of this video and the presentation, making the presentation and taking you in detail through all the points is basically all of you can understand the golden nuggets. Now just listening to them will actually not help you. If you really want to help yourself, what you do is you take down a lot of notes. So be ready with all your pen and paper and take down the wonderful notes that I'm going to show you in the presentation format, right? So here we go. Okay, so The Strangest Secret in the World by Earl Nightingale. Now, a lot of people get on to life with becoming successful. If 100 people are starting out at the age of 25 to become successful, Earl Nightingale has observed that only 5 become successful when they are 65 years of age and older. Okay, now why does that happen? That's the question that he's asking at the beginning of the audio. At 25, a lot of people are enthusiastic, they're young, and if you ask everybody if they really wanted to be successful, everybody would say yes, they really want to be successful, but only 5 make the grade. Only 5 are successful and are, financially free at the age of 65. Now why does that happen? To understand that, what Earl Nightingale is actually doing is, let us define success. So what is the definition of success according to Earl Nightingale? Now the definition of success according to Earl Nightingale is, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Okay, you would like to take the snapshot of it or write out the point out here, everyone. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If you're watching this video on YouTube or Facebook, write down, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now he goes on to make everyone understand that actually in today's society, what is happening is the society is actually becoming coming together and trying to protect the weakest link. That's how the society has evolved. He says that the opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it's actually conformity. People are conforming to everyone else. They don't know what they are doing, why they are doing. If you ask people why they are going to job or why they are doing whatever they are doing, they would not know. They're conforming like everyone else. That's the problem in the society right now, is what he goes on to understand. We conform like everyone else. Since everybody is going into a job, people like to go onto a job. Since everyone is taking a job or doing a business, but without having a goal in life, is what he's trying to make people understand. So we conform like everyone else. The trouble is like everybody is conforming to the 95% who are not succeeding. If you ask 20 people, they are all out-directed people as to why do they get up in the morning and go to work. Most of them would not know it also. 19 would not know it. Actually only 1% out of 20 knows as to why he is doing what he is actually doing. The next slide is, who is a success? According to Earl Nightingale, success is someone who is deliberately doing what he or she intended to do as a predetermined goal. So if you're deciding that I really want to be this, and then you set out to do whatever you want to in life, that actually is a person is a success. He says that if a person decided that he wanted to work at a gas station and he goes on to work there, he's a success. If a mother is, deciding to be a mother and does a very good job of it, she is a success. So a success is someone who is deliberately doing what he or she intended to do as a predetermined goal. That's what Earl Nightingale says. Okay. Now the human race today is geared towards not to prevent the strongest from winning, but to prevent the weak from losing, according to Earl Nightingale. Okay, so that's why so many make it to a living today. There's no particular brain. He says that everybody goes on to the normal education system. At the age of 25, they've got certain degrees. They go on to do a job, but they just do a mediocre job at their whole life, and that's why they're not financially free by the age of 65. And even the society is made in such a way as if an army is going to fight. Now the army which is going to fight will have to have a formation. They will have to be in a formation to actually fight with the enemy. So there will be so many people who will be weak, who will be behind. So just to keep the army in formation, the army will move together, but in a slower pace. That's what is happening with the society today, is the kind of explanation that Earl Nightingale tries to. Okay, so we move on. So the big concept out here is we become what we think about. Now, I really would like all of you to take a big snapshot of this, that we become what we actually think about. Okay. Okay, so you really want to take a snapshot of this also. The key to success and the key to failure, according to Earl Nightingale, the biggest concept out of this audio is we become what we think about. We become what we think about. Just write down, if you're watching this in YouTube and if you're taking notes, we become what we think about on YouTube or Facebook if you're watching this right now. Okay, so Marcus Aurelius has said this. Earl Nightingale goes on to explain it by means of all great philosophers and thinkers and doers who have actually done this. Marcus Aurelius says that a man's life is what his or her thoughts make of it. Even Benjamin Disraeli said this: nothing can resist a will which will even stake existence upon its fulfillment. So if someone really decides to do certain thing, what will happen is the whole universe will actually aspire and conspire to help you out with respect to what you really want to do in life. That's what the whole thing is. Nothing can resist a will which will even stake existence upon its fulfillment. Okay, so let's move on. We want to move on to the next slide. Now this is an amazing one. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Everybody knows about this quote. I think you should take a snapshot of this also. A man is what he thinks about all day long. If you're thinking about one or two particular kind of things and only getting focused towards driving that, nobody can defeat you. Nobody can stop you from achieving that goal. A man is what he or she thinks about all day long, by R.W. Emerson, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Okay, so finally, the strangest secret in the world is that you become what you think about. It's just a midway kind of a thing. We're just beginning to warm up here. I want all of you to take wonderful notes because this is going to be a long presentation. And then there are 9 golden nuggets out of this whole presentation, which I'm going to give it to you at the end of the presentation. And even I'm going to give you the PDF out of the whole thing. Okay, so we move on. The strangest secret in the world is that you become what you think about. Now, Marcus Aurelius, another quote: our life is what our thoughts make of it. Again, another wonderful quote from Marcus Aurelius. Take a snapshot of it if you want, or if you're watching it in the YouTube and Facebook, write down: our life is what our thoughts make of it. Okay. William James has explained this in a very nice manner. If you really care enough for a result, you will almost certainly attain it. And you should only think about one or two things, nothing else. Now, what William James is trying to say here is that, understand, if you think about 5, 10, 15, 20 different things, you're not going to be able to achieve it. What William James is trying to say is that you should be thinking about just one, two things that you really want to achieve in life, and then you should go ahead and about thinking daily basis and doing the things, taking the action that you really want to be successful. Okay, so that's it. Now, this is a big one. Everybody knows this. In Bible, it's written in Mark 9:23. Jesus said that if you can believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. If you can believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. Now, this is a big one. Mark 9:23. What does this lead to? If you think in negative terms, you will get negative results. If you think in positive terms, you will get positive results. So, you can now, basically, as we go deeper into this whole concept of we become what we think about, we start understanding the concept that if we really think in positive manner, we'll be getting positive results. And if we think in negative manner, we'll be getting negative results. Believe and succeed. This is a big one. I want you to write this point down. All of you, please understand, believe and succeed. If you have if you really can take a snapshot of this, it's great. Take a snapshot of it, get it printed into a color print and keep it on the desk, or keep it near your, wherever you're sitting and wherever you're studying, or whatever you're doing, so that it's there in front of you. Believe and succeed. This is a big one. It's a big takeaway from this Earl Nightingale audio. Okay. Now, why do we become what we think about? Okay, all said and done, Earl Nightingale also goes on to explain why do we really become what we think about. We have to understand the science behind it also. Why do we become what we think about? We say we'll become what we think about, we'll become, but then why? Why does that happen actually? Okay. Now, he explains it very nicely with respect to a farmland. A land, you plant any seed into it, if it's a fertile land, it'll give you everything back in good abundance. So if you plant a corn, it'll give you corn in good abundance. But if you plant a nightshade, which is a deadly poison, the poison will also come out in great abundance. Okay, so the land does not differentiate in what you plant into it. Likewise, Earl Nightingale goes on to explain to us that our brain is also like a fertile land, and even much bountiful than a normal piece of land, a normal piece of a fertile land. So if we plant positive thoughts into our brain, positive results will come out of us. If we plant negative thoughts into our brain, negative results will come. This is how Earl Nightingale goes on to explain the whole concept. Okay, and there are two more points which Earl Nightingale stresses on again and again. Things that we get free, we place very little value on it. Now, whatever great things that we've got in life are actually all free. Okay, how? Let me explain. The air that we breathe has come free to us. The parents have come free to us. We have not paid any money for that. The water that we are drinking, the land that we are living on, the fruits and vegetables, of course we have to pay a market price, but actually the land grows it free. It doesn't charge any money to grow that piece of things. So whatever great things, whatever best things that we've got in life are all free, and we actually put very little value on it. We put great value on the bungalow that we live in, the flat that we live in. We put great value on our jobs. We put great value on our money, our possessions, our assets. We put great value on the car that we have. But all of this can be bought once again for a price. But whatever things we've got free in our life, we can never get it free if we lose them. If we lose our parents, we can't get them back. If we lose our soul, we can't get them back. If we lose air and we die, we can't get a life back. So familiarity breeds contempt is what he's trying to basically explain here. So everyone, again, a big concept out here, you can take a snapshot of it. Everyone is the sum total of his or her own thoughts. He is where he is because that is exactly where he or she wanted to be. Now, believe it or not, this is a big one. It took me a little bit of a time to digest as to wherever I am in life, whatever I have achieved in my life is basically because of whatever I have thought of in life till now. Whether I accept it or not, I am a sum total of whatever I have thought till now. I am a sum total of my own thoughts. This is a big one. Take a snapshot of it. Write down, I am a sum total of my own thoughts. I am a sum total of my own thoughts. Amazing concept out here. So we've seen that everyone is the sum total of his or her own thoughts. We are guided by our mind. That's an amazing concept out here. If you are really watching this in YouTube and taking a lot of notes, I'm sure all of you are taking notes in YouTube and Facebook. Please type in this comment section, you are guided by your mind. We are actually guided by our mind. Okay, so this is an amazing concept. Now, what Earl Nightingale asks all of us is to take a 30-day challenge that will completely change our life. We should take a 30-day challenge. So the 30-day challenge is a major action point out here. What we should actually do is basically take a 30-day challenge and decide as to what we really want to do. Take a goal card, write down whatever we want to onto it, and take a 30-day challenge and take all the action points that you need to do and do those actions for 30 days and keep repeating it and keep repeating it. So that's the 30-day challenge basically, which Earl Nightingale also asks us to take. Okay, so Newton says that natural laws of physics tell us that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. We can achieve nothing without paying the price. Your results for the 30 days will be in direct proportion to the effort that you put into it. So Earl Nightingale in his audio goes on to describe that if we really want warmth or heat from a fire, We cannot tell the fire that, okay, you first give me heat and then I'll put the wood into it, or then I'll put the fuel into it. So that actually does not happen. So we have to put the heat first, we have to put the wood first into it, only then the fire will give us the heat back. Okay, is that correct? You all would vouch for it. So for the 30-day challenge, we actually will need to put a lot of actions, a lot of efforts, a lot of things that we really want to do to achieve that. If your goal is to become successful, if your goal is to achieve X amount of money, if your goal is to become good at your job, you will need to decide certain action points which you will need to do, and that for 30 days you must do all those actions. So that's what Earl Nightingale means by we can achieve nothing without paying the price. Your result for the 30 days challenge will be in direct proportion to the effort that we put forth into it. Believe emotionally and intellectually that we will literally become what we think about. We have to first have that belief. Remember the concept that we already discussed about believe and succeed. That snapshot you must have taken right out there. We already discussed earlier. So these are certain points which you will actually need to take down in points. The last 5 points at the bottom end of the slide, you can see, guys, in purple color, you will see that first of all, these 5 points, take them, write them down right away. You will become what you actually think about. That you need to believe first. And then imagination. We all need to create. We do not need to compete with each other. Whatever great people have achieved in life, that is because of imagination and creativity. All you gotta do is, you must have heard Shiv Khera say the famous quote as successful people do not do the same things, they do the same things differently, actually, you know. So imagination and creativity is what you need, is the second point. Courage, we all need to have courage. We all need to keep up the courage, we all need to keep up the faith and keep doing the actions that we actually really want to do. Save 10% of whatever you want to, or whatever you're earning. Even if you're earning 100 rupees, try to save 10%. Minimum 10 rupees saving, minimum 10% saving is what we all must do. And action. Nothing happens without action. All this video which I'm showing to you right now applies to everybody. These points, probably some of them you know, you've already heard, but nothing will happen if you don't take action. The biggest problem that we have out here is people not taking action. So these are the 5 points you guys need to remember. Just write them down. You will become what you think about. You need to have imagination and creativity. Courage, number 3. You need to save 10%, and 5th is action. Okay, so make a goal card. Your goal card has to be fantastic, and write down that you have achieved certain things. Even though you have to write the goal card in the present tense. Let's say you want to buy a good car. Let's say you want to buy a good house. Let's say you want a good job. Let's say you want to have a particular amount of income. You need to write on the goal card as if you already achieved it. Now this is basically a science, huh? You got to understand this. You cannot say, I will buy that car on such and such date, or I will earn $1 million on such and such date, or $10,000 on such and such date. या मैं 3 लाख रुपए कमाऊंगा on such and such date. No, you have to say, I have bought car worth 7 lakh rupees on such and such date. You have bought it. Okay, so make it very specific. Your goal card has to be 1 or 2. You cannot have more than 2 goal cards. Absolutely not. 1 is much better. If you just keep 1 is actually much better, and see it 3 to 10 times in a day. That's the important part. Now what I'm doing out here is giving you a sample. This is a sample goal card, and this is a fantastic one. Take a snapshot of it. I'll also give you a copy into the section below, so that it'll be a digitized version of the same thing. You can take a printout of it and get it laminated, and keep 2 to 3 cards of it. Write down with a permanent marker what you want. On the other side, it will be the Earl Nightingale quote, and on the facing side, you will write my goal down, saying that my goal by such and such date, the date section has been mentioned, area has been mentioned, and say, I am so happy and grateful now that, I am so happy and grateful now that, and after that, you write down the goal, that I have bought this car worth 7 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees on such and such date, such and such time. Even mention the time, even mention the color. Be more detailed that you can be for a particular goal. For a single goal, be as detailed as you can be. Okay, so this is basically the system of the goal card. You have to write it down, make it take a beautiful thick printout of it, make a color printout of it, make it vibrant, keep it in your wallet, and you know, multiple times during the day, just take it out and look into it. Just take it out and look into it. There'll be a magic which happens out of this, and that magic is out of the preview of this video, but that will definitely happen. So take a printout of this goal card. I will be providing the link below. Okay. So this is another very good book by Russell Cornwell. He says Acres of Diamonds. So all of us are basically standing on our land of acres of diamonds, and we are just not digging it right. So it's a wonderful book by Russell Cornwell, which Earl Nightingale also says that you must go ahead and buy and read it. Okay, I'll try to provide a link for audio of this book if it's a free audio link is available in YouTube. Okay, so write down your goal on a goal card. More money, great home, specifically whatever you want, you need to write down. Your returns in life are going to be in direct proportion to what you give out. Now, we need to give the wood first to get the heat. What does that mean? We need to serve people first. Our success will be in direct proportion to the kind of service that we give out. Okay, so that's the whole goal of these points. For 30 days, begin now to place yourself in the 5% group. Only the 5% in life are actually doing what they really want to be successful about. So your returns are going to be in direct proportion to what you give out. Give out maximum service. Go ahead and do that wonderful job that you really wanted to do. Do the best job that you can. Go ahead and do all the actions that you need to do to buying that car, to earn that money, to earn that goodwill, to earn that reputation, and you will become successful in life. That's what Earl Nightingale is talking about out here. Again, a big quote. I want all of you to take a snapshot of this or write down in the comment box in YouTube or Facebook. We are watching it there. Believe and act as if it were impossible to fail. This is about faith, my dear friend. Faith. Believe as if it is impossible to fail. Don't just say, okay, I will do it because somebody has told me, Earl Nightingale is doing this, telling me to do this, or Manisha has told me to do this, and blah, blah, blah. No. Just believe that you really want to do this. Once you really believe, and you must believe as if it's impossible to fail, only then will your goals be successful. You must believe it without a single strain of disbelief. Without a single strain of disbelief. Take a snapshot of this. It's an amazing one. And Dorothea Brande has a wonderful book out there. Dorothea Brande is an amazing writer. Earl Nightingale has read the books. And the quote from Dorothea Brande, which Earl Nightingale is very, always saying in his audio also, it is the sum total of the small things successfully done in life that takes us out of bondage and humdrum. Now, another good quote from my mentor Sids is that how you do anything is how you do everything. I think this quote relates to that. How you do the smallest of the things decides how you do the biggest of the things. So every small action is important. Don't neglect them. Even the smallest of actions that you do on a daily basis, be it just a 10-minute thing, be it just one simple point to be made, be it just one call to be made, be it just one WhatsApp to be written, be it just one SMS to be given, or a hug to be given to a family member. Everything is important. How you do anything is how you do everything. It's the small things, how successfully you do them decides how faster and how better you will get out of the bondage and humdrum. Dorothea Brande, amazing snapshot. You can take a picture of this. So, ask and it shall be given to you from the Bible. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. This is the big concept. You must write this down if you are on YouTube and Facebook. Write down out here. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. It's as simple and as marvelous as that. If you go out to seek something, you will find it. And you must wish it from your heart. Only then you're going to be able to find it. If you go out to knock a door, the door is going to be open to you. If not today, if not tomorrow, but one fine day it is going to be open to you. So you need to believe this. This is a huge concept. It's a big one. Take a snapshot of it. Okay. I'm going to provide the design for this card. It's an amazing one from the Bible itself. Ask and you shall be received. Seek and you shall find. And knock it shall be open. It shall be opened unto you. So these are certain amazing concepts. You can only we have already discussed you can only earn money after you're successful, and you have got to put the fuel in first before you expect the heat. We discussed these points already earlier on. Okay, so success is not the result of making money. Earning money is the result of success, and success is in direct proportion to the service that you give out. So what comes out of this? We must first serve more to become successful, and once we are successful, we can earn money. It's like some people take it completely the other way around. They say only when I make money I'll be successful. No, it doesn't happen that way. First you gotta be successful, only then you can make the money will follow if you're already successful, my dear friend. So, and how will you be successful? You have to give out service, huge service. You have to give out huge service. So the more service you give out, the more successful you become, and the more successful you become, the higher amounts of money that you can earn. Again, a great point. Take a snapshot of it if you really want to. So we've mostly covered all the points that are here. I'm coming to the fag end, but I'm going to summarize it in a very nice manner. And so stick on to it, stick on to the video, and you will understand. Your success will always be measured by the quality and quantity of service you render, and the money is the yardstick to measure that success. Money is just a yardstick to measure that success. You will get what you will put out. Don't ever make a mistake of not believing this is not true. If we really try to fool others, if we really try to take shortcuts, what Earl Nightingale is trying to take, shortcuts will lead you to disaster. It cannot make you successful. No shortcuts have ever made you successful. There is a price that needs to be paid, and one must be ready to pay the price to be successful. You have to give that service first to become successful. Okay, so 6 major points. Just write them down. These are the biggest golden nuggets that you can take out of this recording. Set yourself a definite goal. Quit running yourself down. Never think that you will not be successful. You have to have belief that you will be successful. That's point number 2. Point number 3, stop thinking of all the reasons that you cannot be successful and think why you will be successful. Point number 4, trace your attitude back to your childhood. If your childhood had certain points wherein you thought you could not be successful, try to remove those points. Go to the back. Think for certain minutes of the day and try to find out what were those points. Change the image you have about yourself. You have to change the image of yourself. If your current image is telling you, no, I can't be successful, even if you write that goal down, change that image. It's the hardest thing to do. You'll have to think about it. And by writing down the description of the person you really want to be, if you really want to be like Earl Nightingale, if you really want to be like any successful person, write the description of that person that you really want to be. And then, 6th part, act the part of the successful person you have decided to become. Try to act that part when you're sitting down, and then, every day when you're taking certain actions, think how Earl Nightingale would do it. If you really want to, mimic Earl Nightingale and become successful like Earl Nightingale. I'm just taking an example. Your mentor can be anybody else. Your leader, your inspiration can be anybody else. Try to act that part. So these are 6 wonderful points. Just write them down and take action onto them, my dear friend. Just writing will not have. Take action onto them. Read the points what you've written down on a daily basis. Read this, see this video on a daily basis if you really liked it. Okay, set yourself a definite goal. Quit running yourself down. Stop thinking of all the reasons why you cannot be successful and think how you can be successful. Trace your attitude back to your childhood and try to correct that attitude. Change your image that you have about yourself by writing down the description of the person that you really want to be, and then act that part. You got to act that part out of the person. Okay, so let us proceed. So the big concept out here is we need to pay the price. We need to pay the price. We need to put the fuel in first. We need to serve more to become successful, and then, make lots of money. We need to pay the price, take the 30-day challenge, and then repeat it again. Okay, so guys, let's do this for the 30-day challenge. The final points: lead this new way and floodgates of success will open to you. Earl Nightingale says, money, yes, you will get lots of it, but most importantly, you will have lots of peace and lots of calm. Okay, so lead this new way, take the 30-day challenge, give lots more, give more service, and you will become successful. Nobody can stop you. Okay, so Earl Nightingale, these are the 9. Now I'm going to share with you the 9 golden nuggets out of the whole audio. This is Mr. Earl Nightingale. We thank you so much. Lots of gratitude towards you for making this audio available to us and for all of us to learn. Believe me, there have been more millionaires made, hundreds and thousands of millionaires made out of this audio. The first golden nugget is basically success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Number 1, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Summative point number 2, who is a success? Success is someone who is deliberately doing what he or she intended to do as a predetermined goal. If you have predetermined yourself as to do certain thing and you're doing that thing, then you are a success. Golden nugget number 2. Golden nugget number 3, the biggest concept out of the audio: we become what we think about. We become what we continuously, again and again, repeatedly think about. Golden nugget number 4, we have to understand this is the key to success and the key to failure as well. We become what we think about. Okay, the key to success and the key to failure is both. If we think in negative terms, we will be a failure. If we think in positive and successful terms, we'll be a success. Okay, number 5, believe and succeed. You gotta believe yourself. You gotta have faith in yourself that everything that you are trying to do will be a successful. Never have a strain of disbelief and doubt into you. Okay, 30-day challenge. You got to take the 30-day challenge. Okay, only then you will be successful. And the big concept is ask and it shall be given to you, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. Okay, success is not the result of making money, but earning money is the result of success. So first you have to put those service, and success is the direct proportion to the service. We have to give more service and then we'll be successful, and once we are successful we can earn a lot of money and we can have whatever we want, materialistic things that we want in our life. Again, another big concept, pay the price. Take the 30-day challenge, then repeat it and repeat it and repeat it again and again till you are a great success. Okay, so these are the 9 golden nuggets out of the video of Earl Nightingale. I hope all of you have subscribed to my channel. It's going to be an amazing channel. I'm going to share daily videos out here. All those videos which help you become successful more and more into a life. This is Manish Shah signing off, and please subscribe to my channel. Press the bell icon so that you do not miss this video. Tell me below in the comment section, how did you like my video? If there are certain things that you would like me to make a video on, I'm sure I'll be more than happy to make a video on it if possible. So comment onto the section below, and I'll see you on the other side in my next video. Thank you and have a great day ahead.